Welcome to the third episode in a series of very short and superficial clips about various aspects in lock sport. In this video we will be looking at the basic tools that are required to pick a lock. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified about new videos. Also explore existing videos for more fun stuff all around lockpicking. But now let's get started. The minimum set of items you need to pick a lock are a lock, a tension wrench and a pick. Maybe not this one. This is also not good, that's too shallow. Ooh, and that is far too deep. Better we use standard jams just like these. But the lock is actually the only item that you need to buy. The tension tool and the picks can easily be made by yourself. For example, here you can see a tension tool that I made myself from a windshield wiper blade with a hammer and a file. Not nice, but it works great. Or from a round something that I found on a scrapyard. That's a tension tool. Or from a hex key you can easily make tension tools. And even if you use a thick wire, you can bend it and hammer it down and file it to make it work as a tension tool. So be creative and you will find lots of material to make tension tools from that. And also for the picks, have a look at this ugly pick that I made myself from a windshield wiper blade and 2 pieces of scrap wood. It's ugly, but it works great. But if you prefer to buy your tools rather than making it yourself, I will put some links of online shops down in the description of this video. I personally like to use Peterson or Sparrows or Southout picks, but that's just my personal taste. Now let's look to the tension tools a little bit closer. They can roughly be divided into L wrenches for tensioning the plug on the open side of the keyway, and so-called pry bars for tensioning the plug on the pin side of the keyway. These tension tools are available in different thicknesses and shapes so that various keyways can conveniently be picked. Here you see laid out most of the picks that I am currently using, not showing you the homebrew picks and not showing you rakes, because in this episode we are going to focus on tools for single pin picking. And if we come a little bit closer, we can appreciate the different shapes. Here we see HPC and Southout picks, medium to shallow hook. Then moving on to the Peterson picks, here we see 4 jams, that's what I call these shapes. In different thicknesses. The black is 23 thousandths and the blue is 15 thousandths of an inch. That's about 0.6 to 0.4 millimeters. Then here we have the real hooks. They are a little bit different in shape compared to the jams. Different depth, as you can see, until it reaches this ridiculous deep hook, which I think is called the postal hook. Then we have 2 offset half diamond picks from Peterson in 23 thousandths and 18 thousandths of an inch. These are quite handy when picking short key pins in the back of the lock. And finally here's the selection of Sparrows picks that I'm currently using, all different shapes and thicknesses. And here you see the thinnest and the thickest pick in a direct comparison, 23,000 versus 15,000. And this can make all the difference when navigating in narrow and pericentric keyways. But honestly, if you're starting to pick locks, you will be good to go with a medium hook like this in 18 thousandths, plus maybe one that is a little bit deeper, plus one that is maybe a little bit more shallow. But I believe with these 3 picks, you will be able to open up a lot of locks. But there is still one more item that I consider to be very valuable, that's a vise. So to hold a little lock like this in the hand for a long time and tension it at the same time can be very exhausting and you get a cramp in your hand very easily. So to have a hand, have a third hand, so to speak, so have a vise that frees your tensioning hand from the task of holding the lock is a great relief. And so you can pick a lock for a long time without getting exhausted. And I was using this cheap setup for a very long time, so that's just a vise from a drill press mounted on a wooden stand, and it worked really well. I had this leather here so to clamp the lock safely in the vise without damaging it, and to hold it firmly, until I got upgraded to this wonderful vise where you can change the angle of the jaws in a very wide range, which makes it even more comfortable for you to pick. And with these rubber cushions, it makes it very easy to clamp the lock safely in the jaws without damaging it. Now you have your basic tools, so you just need a basic lock. Well, go to your hardware store and buy some cheap padlocks or door locks, or go to a flea market and see what you can find, or check out eBay for used locks for little money. In any case, I wanna pick this master lock a spectacular close of this video now. Okay, that was 2, 1, and we're open. Yeah, lockpicking is a lot of fun, and you don't need a lot of tools. And even the tools that you need, tension wrench and pick, you can make yourself. Yeah, that's it. I hope you had fun watching this little video. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And until we meet again, thank you very much for watching, happy picking, and bye bye!